Welcome to yet another video on Microsoft Excel made easy. So we'll be looking at mixed cell reference. So we've actually made a video before now on Microsoft Excel absolute cell reference and relative cell reference. You can do well to click the link up your screen now to watch the video. So in this video, we'll be looking at what is mixed cell reference as well as with example. A mixed cell reference in Excel is a type of cell reference different from the other two. We only refer to the cells column or row in the mixed cell reference. For example, this is a simple multiplication table. Remember, we may mention that absolute cell reference is such that you have the dollar sign in front of the column letter and the dollar sign in front of the row number, just like we have here. To understand how mixed cell reference works, if you have a cell referenced as shown on your screen, $2, that means the row does not change when the formula is copied across the row. And if you have a formula $A2 as shown, that means the column does not change when the formula is copied down the column. Now remember, relative cell reference is as simple as having A2 without any dollar sign. And absolute cell referencing is such that the column, letter, and the row numbers have dollars in front of them. So let us go ahead to see how we can implement mixed cell referencing on our table to easily get the multiplication table correctly. So here we have this simple table and we're going to carry out the multiplication table. So to get the first answer, what you just need to do is to hit what? Equal to 4, that is A3 multiplied by what? 5. And you hit enter and it will give you 20. So what happens if we want to get 4 multiplied by 7? So in this case, you notice that what? The constant here is our 4. So we always have to come back to this 4. So to make 4 constant, you have to add the dollar sign in front of what? A. Does that help? All right. Remember, if we go ahead to just simply copy this across the row, our answers will be so outrageous. So let's just expand this and see what it gives us. Okay. And I'm going to explain to you why it is so. So what this means is that what is trying to multiply what? 4 times 5, which is 20 in this case. So the next answer, look at what our formula bar says. It will be what? B3 multiplied by what? C2. So what is C2 here now? C2 is this. And B3 is what? 20. Which is 20 multiplied by what? 7. Okay? And it will go ahead to tell you that what? It will now do 9 multiplied by 140. And the next one will be what? 11 multiplied by what? 1060. We'll give it this. 30 multiplied by this, we'll give it this. Because the cells are actually referenced. So they change when copied across the row. But if you go ahead to make the column constant by adding the dollar sign in front of your A, you will notice what happens at this instance. So supposing I hit enter and I have my 20 shown. So let us go ahead and delete these other guys. Delete. So notice what happens. Our dollar sign in front of A, and we'll have $A3 multiplied by B2. So when we go across, you notice that what? Our answer will be what? 28. Because here we've made it such a way that 4 is now what? Constant. That will always have to come back to 4. So still going across, you notice that your answer will be what? 36, because 4 times 9 will give you 36. So if we go all the way to that, we'll have what? 52 as the case may be. How about that? Is that not super, super awesome? Is that not super, super awesome? So how do we now eventually make it in such a way that if we want to go down the column, we get our answers correctly? Remember we were saying what? 4 multiplied by 5 will give us what? 20. How do we now do 5 multiplied by what? 5. 6 multiplied by what? 5. How do we make our row constant? To always come back to that particular row constant. So you add the $sign in front of your row number. Is that not super simple? So what you just need to do is on this same formula, just add the $sign in front of your row number and you hit enter. Your answer does not change. What simply changes is it trying to tell Excel which of the rows is constant and which of the column is constant. So when we go down, you notice that we have what? 25. In this case, this 5 is constant because 5 multiplied by 5 will give us what? 25. Now, the next one is what? 6 multiplied by 5 will give us what? 30. So let us copy this formula down and you should see what we have there. So going down more, you notice that what? Our answer stands. All right. So the next formula says what? A5 multiplied by B2 will give you what? 30. So just take note of what is happening here now. So going down, you notice that what? Our B2 is constant. B2 is constant while giving us our correct answer. Is that not super, super easy and very, very efficient? Okay. Now, supposing we want to get more of our answers, you can now go ahead to say, to get this will be what? 5 multiplied by 7. So if we copy this across, it will give us what? 35. Just because we've done it once and we've done both across and down the group, you can just go ahead to replicate this. Okay, come here, 6 multiplied by 7 should give you your next answer like that. All right, so 7 multiplied by 7 should give you your next answer like that. All right, so this is exactly how to use mixed cell referencing in Microsoft Excel. Hope you got value in this video and hope it was not very confusing. I'll be attaching the link to this Excel spreadsheet on the description. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also like and share this video. Turn on your notification to be the first to get updates on amazing videos like this. On your screen is a video on Microsoft Excel absolute cell referencing. Go ahead and watch it now. Excel made easy.